What's up, everybody? Welcome to another edition of Walking This Way Impact Boys podcast. I'm your host, Furman Jackson Jr., broadcast you live from my new home, my new location of Arlington, Texas, outside of Dallas, Texas. And I just want to hope everybody's having a great, productive Tuesday. Hope everybody got everything they needed to get done. Hope everybody got everything they had got accomplished for the day. So we know we want to live for one day at a time. We know tomorrow will take care of itself. But this has been a great month. We have very great, extraordinary people come on the podcast. We're talking about entrepreneur. What makes a great entrepreneur for the month of March? We know we have a lot of entrepreneurs that are growing. They are coming from every walk of life. They are making things happen. They are taking their own destiny into their own hands. And that's what I'm about here on the and I have a very dear friend of mine out of the city of Mobile. A co-worker of mine work within the field of law enforcement, which I'm still in law enforcement. I know he does too as well, but he's ventured on other arenas. But he's also an entrepreneur. He's into constructing, renovating homes, and he's been doing great things in Mobile. So, Shawn Beckford, welcome to Walking This Way's Impact Boys podcast.
How you doing, man?
And I'm doing good, man. Thank you for taking out time out your busy schedule to be part here of the podcast. Ask some questions. What got you started in the business of renovating and construction? When people, introduce yourself for the very first time, for those who may never know you or get a chance to know you tonight. So my first question is, who is Shawn Beckford?
Well, I'm originally from Jamaica, and I've been, in the United States. I've been living in New York for about, 13 years, and I'll get into like construction stuff, and following my dad, and just going with him to do works until I was in college for business administration, and I graduated with a bachelor's in business, and I just get into the field of trade, learning trade. So that's who I am, and so
Man, that's what's up. And I never knew, you was already business minded, because I knew you was, in law enforcement for quite some time. So I never knew that business aspect aside of you until I guess probably like the end of my transition here to Texas. So I know you mentioned you always was into construction. So how did it get started? Because I didn't know you was into that business until you start promoting. I know your wife been help you pushed out there as well. So how did you get started in construction and renovation?
And she's gonna join me. So, but so how I got into the whole business side of it. This is Courtney, by the way, my wife, to all the viewers. So I got into the business side of it where, I was just doing, work here. It's like more like a handyman type of thing, So I was just doing work here and there without, even thought about, a business thing. So then, she came and she was like, you doing this work and you do such a good job, how about, turning into a business? So, which is she went and she got the whole thing started, the business license, went about getting the LLC for the business, and, so we came up with the business name, and, it just took off from there.
And that's a blessing to have that extra support that helped me to push you to your purpose and your destiny, and not just sit on your plate giving you. So that's very important. My next question is, I know in construction and renovating and stuff, and I know you are a family man, newborn as well. So I know that plays a huge role thinking towards the future. So would you ever consider training other people that has that passion like you do when it comes to renovating and construction?
Yeah, I will train. I'll open my doors for anyone who want to learn the skill. I've trained people if I'm working with a homeowner, and I wouldn't like, I would tell them like, hey, you could do this, and I'll show you how to do it. You could take online courses, or you could go to trade, a trade school, and you could start by just getting a screwdriver. You could start with little tools, and learn your your measurements and learn your cuts. Hey, that's how I started out. I started with a screwdriver, you know, and from there, you know, I started going to pawn shops and getting my tools. And from there, I just start, where I could be afford to go to Home Depot and Lowe's, the big stores, get the bigger tools and, get more tools. So, I always encourage like a homeowner, you could learn, how to do stuff, so that way you will know what to do, because as a black business owner, and I'm not the type to say, okay, well, he don't know how to do it, I'm gonna go do it for him so I could get his money. No, if I could teach you how to do something, I'm willing to teach you how to do it. A lot of contractors, they'll come like, oh, they'll charge you so much to do a simple job, so I'm not the type to, I'm not the type to do that. So I rather will teach you and show you how to do something, you know.
And that's what's up. And like I said, man, I love your spirit, how you humble with it and stuff like that. And I know life of entrepreneur plays a huge role. And my next question leads to balance. I know you have a wife, and wife
Yeah,
got to have a time as well, also. So how do you
yeah,
balance that between your personal life and your life as entrepreneur? Entrepreneur is day and night, sleepless
it
nights,
is.
restless nights. So how do you balance that as being a married man?
So um, how we work around that. So, she needed time, the little one needs, everybody needed time. So we had a point where last year, um, you know, I was just, working, 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 and you know, like it got to a point where it's like, hey, look, we have to take a break. So we had shut down for like the rest of the year. Like, hey, this is, family time. So pretty much what we do is like, we'll, work, 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 generate our revenue, and then, we'll take a break, to like major, construction stuff or major renovation stuff. So, if a small thing like plumbing, electrical work, or, hey, could you fix this, fix that, that's fine. But, as far as like on the building side, you know, we'll take a break from it. So, and, I have to give them the time somehow.
I mean, you got to do that because that's important. So, what advice can you give a man who's married, who is an entrepreneur, who has to have that balance? 'Cause I know you had to have that balance with family, with business and stuff. So, what advice from your experience can you give to someone who's in that arena?
Well, you have to take care of your business, but the most important thing, is family. Without your family, it's just like you don't have a backbone to sit on or stand on. So, it's just like you have to put your family, God first and your family, over, money, So it's just like I had to learn that, where money is not that important more than my family. So, I understand the business is coming in or the jobs are coming in. Sometimes just gotta take a pause. A lot of guys wouldn't accept that, but it's just the truth. And that's how our marriage work. And sometimes we just sit back and just take time for ourselves. So it's just like to the guys and the females, or the women out there that have their business going. It's just sometimes you have to take a a pause. You got first, like my wife. She our big thing is like, we gotta go to church. We got to church. We get in church. But so it's just like I normally don't have jobs that occupy my Sundays,
Okay.
and that's another big thing. So it's just like I have a few jobs that I'm trying to complete, so we could start getting back into the role of going to church on Sunday. So. that's another thing. You gotta, that's the number one thing. You have to have God in anything you do, and
Oh, definitely.
God has opened doors for our business, and like we're really blessed, at this point.
And that's what's up. You got to keep him first because that's the most important foundation to have.
It
In
is.
your marriage, your business, whatever. And my next
Mhm.
question is: when you hear the word generational wealth, what's the first thing come to mind?
Um, the first thing that comes to mind is just like I'm building a brand. I'm building a foundation for my, my younger, kids, and so they'll have something to, fall back on that will help them, be successful. So, you know, to all the men and women that, started a business, you started for your kids, or, you start a business to put your kids through college, or to have a another means of income, to support your family. So, that's I want my kids to come up and take over this business someday, and even take it further than I ever took it. So, that's what I see view it that term as. So.
And that's what's up right there. So, as an entrepreneur, I know entrepreneurs do read a lot of books. So, are you an average book reader?
Well, I don't really get into the book reading. I'm more like a visual learner.
Okay.
I'm more like the visual type of person, and you know, like I could read, 20 page or not even 20 pages, because I know I ain't gonna get that far. So I would read about 2 pages and get bored. So, I watch a lot of online videos, and a lot of videos, or classes and stuff like that, I'll keep up with the code, and the city ordinance and stuff like that. So, and what's new in today's environment. So,
Okay. And that's what's up right there. So, my next question is, where do you see your business in the next 5 years?
we see us expanding really big. My wife brought to my attention, we're trying to expand, and we're trying to add to it, landscaping, and we're trying to also add to it a restaurant.
Okay.
Yeah, we're trying to open a restaurant up. I'm not gonna give the name away yet, but yeah, she's been looking for buildings and stuff to open a restaurant. I'm from Jamaica, and we trying to bring a little bit of island versus soul food. So yeah, so that's the only hint I'm gonna give you. But yeah, so
Okay.
just
All right.
yeah, it's just a lot of things. It's just a lot of things to come. But by the grace of God, it just everything
Okay.
is we gotta take it one step at a time. So you know, but it's coming. It's coming.
Oh man, most definitely. I say congratulations to the both of y'all, man. Keep it the great work that y'all doing. I've been following y'all quite some time. Y'all doing some great things. So hey, keep
Yeah.
inspiring, keep motivating others to do that thing. And that teamwork, it's good to see the husband and wife working together instead of against
Oh,
each other.
most definitely.
So what is y'all secret when it comes to working together? Like who's the disciplinary one and who's the more relaxed one when it comes to the
Okay,
business?
so my wife, she handled all the paperwork, um, price the materials, all that stuff. I just go out and do the work. You know,
Okay.
but she handled all the finance, all the material stuff, all the contracts. You can name it. She's like a major help. She does all that stuff. She's also my reminder. So, sometimes I'll get sidetracked. I have so much jobs, or estimates to do. I'm like, hey, oh man, you have to go over here and do the estimate. So, she's major, 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 major difference, major help.
And that's what's up right there. Like I said, keep it going, keep it going. And my next question is, how do you see your legacy? Matter of fact, how do y'all see our family? I'm saying that. How do y'all see our family legacy? So we're gonna sum it up right there.
Hmm. You gonna say that? um, uh,
You ready for that?
no, I wasn't ready for that one. Like I said, we trying to, build something, and pass it down to our kids, man, and hopefully they'll, make something of it, So it's just like, tomorrow is not promised to no one, and
Right.
I'm building a foundation for my two boys, and hopefully they'll come up to be great man. So I'm starting my legacy here, and you know, so I'm developing. I always tell myself I'm not working for me. I'm working for them, and to see them grow and to take over this one day. So
And that's what's up right there. So my next question is, how can people get in contact with you when it comes to renovating and construction?
we have Instagram page. They could reach us at our Instagram page, Beckford Renovations, our Facebook page, Beckford Renovations. We also are on Google. If you go on Google, type in Beckford's Renovation and Construction, it'll pop up. You could click on the website. It'll take you to our website. Um, and that's just, we try to put it out there as best as we can so people could get in contact with us. And, you know, so we have a lot of referrals also that we deal with it, and that's based on great quality work. So, yeah.
And that's what's up, man. Just keep up the great work once again. So I'm gonna ask you both. So do y'all have any final remarks for the listening audience? You know this is gonna go on my YouTube channel. It's gonna go on my account. Also, it's gonna go on my Spotify account as well. So anything y'all want to share before we get off the air tonight?
I just want to, start by saying, like, if you have a goal or a dream or anything you want to do, go for it. And for the young man and woman that want to get into construction, like I said, you don't have to start big. You can start small. You could get into going to trade school, learn some type of trade, whether it be plumbing, electrical, carpentry, roofing, just get into something that you're comfortable with doing. And there's a lot to learn in this, field. And, there's a lot of things you could do, in this field. So, if you're interested in doing it, go to your a local school that does, into like carpentry or any trade, that you could see yourself doing. And, don't give up on starting your business. If you want to do your hair or sell hair, whatever you want to do, just go ahead and start your business up, man. Like I tell you, it's a blessing to see, like, especially, black men and women who has, started a business, and building that foundation for, their generation. So, that's just, a blessing to see. So,
Yeah, it is. And I think since this pandemic hit us last year, we had a lot of
mm,
entrepreneurs come up because people lost jobs, they lost steady income. So it's
hmm
always good to have that extra on the side. And they really taught a lot of people a lot of things. And we've been blessed and fortunate that we have not lost a meal, we didn't get put out,
yeah,
lose anything. So God truly blessed us in the midst of this
sir.
pandemic still going on today. So
Yeah.
business. So
Hey, you
um,
doing good too. So,
oh man, this is a transition from Alabama to Texas.
family.
I'm loving it. Everybody, you look so different. Hey, because I'm happy. Y'all looking great
Yeah,
yourself. It's always life after the other place. I'm not gonna say the name,
it
but after
is.
the other place. So y'all looking
Yeah.
great yourself, looking much young and refreshed. So hey, so man, y'all
Yeah.
keep doing what y'all doing, man. I do thank y'all for taking time out your busy schedule to be a part of my podcast. Like I said, the replay gonna be up, so y'all bet I will send it to y'all. So y'all better check it out, share it, do what y'all
Yeah.
want to do. So I do
Okay.
appreciate y'all. And so that's pretty much sums it up on the
Yeah,
podcast.
that's fine, man. I appreciate you having me, man. Like I said, whenever you try it, you want me to talk to especially the youth, you know,
Okay.
and I'll try to touch somebody. I hope this message touch somebody to start something. Gun is not a trade; it's a tool, and
Right.
we both work in places where if you use that tool, you go. So,
Oh yeah,
take up a tool, but take up a saw or hammer. Get to work and learn something that's gonna value your life. You could build a house down the street and pass by and say, "Oh, I built that house." So, and I just, to the youth, man, I hope I touch somebody. If your son, if it's an older person, if your son, let them watch this video, let them get into some kind of trade. Learning is fundamental, man. It's fun to learn new stuff. It's fun to learn new trades, new stuff, So
oh yeah, you gotta take the limits off because before the pandemic hit, I said 2020 I wanted to enjoy my life more, but that put everything on hold. But it's
yeah,
2021, and like I said, when I made that transition, hey, I had to leave. I had to move on to bigger and better things, and I'm loving it here,
yeah,
and to expand the
hmm
brand as well also. So I encourage y'all keep doing what y'all doing as well, even though I'm still in the same field.
yeah,
On a different team now, but hey, I'm loving it though. So
yes, sir.
I'm just say this, it's all the same. It's all the
Yeah,
same. I don't think about
yeah.
it. Instead of doing 12, we want to do 8 hours, and we still make it
Oh,
pretty good. So
okay.
that's what I love about it. No more rotating. We're straight
Yeah.
shift.
Hmm.
So
That's good. That's good. That's good.
so sky's the limit. So pretty much that sums it up. So man, I appreciate y'all once again. And I thank everybody
Sure.
for tuning in. Also go tune in for the replay of tonight's podcast with the Belfords. Hope y'all gonna start y'all reality show since everybody else do reality shows. Y'all ain't gonna start no reality show.
Well, we
Somebody asked us.
we was gonna start, but we're gonna see how that goes. We're gonna start with YouTube channel first.
Right. That's how they do it. Do the YouTube channel. So I look
Yeah,
forward
we've got a pretty historic, pretty funny household. So we're gonna see how that goes.
and that's what's up, right?
Especially one that can't keep his dirt bike not broken. So I
Oh,
gotta fix his dirt bike every week. So
Hey,
we'll see how that goes.
so it's never a dull moment around the Beckford household, I see. So
It's not. It's the little one. I don't know. We got to pray for him.
hey, that's our part. Hey, having that role of husband,
Yeah,
father, all that stuff. So man, y'all enjoy yourself. I don't want to prolong the time, so y'all enjoy yourself. And I will see y'all next time here on Walking This Way Impact Force Podcast, broadcast live outside of Arlington, outside of Dallas. So I'll see y'all next time. Peace.
okay.